Hi everyone, welcome to today's workout. Today's workout is a strengthen, stretch and mobilise routine, specifically for those who are working from home, and hopefully it will complement what your body needs at the moment. So to get started, we're going to sit up on our mats here and we're just going to do some mobilising for the upper body to get going. I'm just going to go side on so you can get a better view of what we're doing. So let's just start by rolling the shoulders right up to the ears, all the way back down. So just really release any tension around the upper body here. We're going to float both arms up to the front, drop the shoulders down. We're going to take hug a tree. So we're going to reach out in front and then draw the shoulder blades back. Reach out in front and then draw the shoulders back, but keep the elbows fairly straight as we go here. Keep the trunk nice and still. One more like this, and then as we draw back, we're going to lengthen overhead, keeping that rib cage connected down and back. So we're going to hug the tree, draw back, reach overhead, but using that core control to keep the rib cage down. Let's add in some gentle breathing. We're going to exhale and inhale, exhale and inhale. On this next one, we're going to add in some corkscrew rotation. So from here, fold the hands behind your head, chest tall, and rotate to the side, to the center, to the side, to the center. From the beginning, reach out, draw back, lengthen tall, behind the head, rotate, back, and center. So let's continue like this for two more really lovely movements to mobilize that upper body and just loosen things off. Rotate and back. Slow breathing control as we go. Last one. Reach out and back. Core connects, lift, down and turn. Okay, from here we're just going to come into a seated position to do some gentle roll-ups. This is great for working our abdominal control and helping it with the pelvis and the lower back here. So sitting up nice and tall, arms are stretched out in front, drop those shoulders down like we were just working on with our first exercises. Gently engage your core, just about 30% or so. We're going to roll off the bottom bones and then back up tall. So this is up to you how far you want to go with these, depending on how your core strength feels and how your lower back feels. So if you're feeling good, we can start to go a little bit further. We're going to exhale back and inhale tall. Exhale back and inhale tall. So you want to let the lower back curve and then stack your spine up tall. So allow your back to curl and curve through those movements. Breathing out, breathing in. One more like this. And then we're going to open up to the sides for the obliques. So we're going to reach to the side and back to the center. Reach to the side and back to the center. Only going as far as you feel comfortable to. So you could make these as small or as big as you wish. Eye gaze follows the hand, sit back up tall. Breathing out, breathing in. We're going to take 4, 3, and back, 2, and 1. Good. We're going to take one more. So we're going to roll back to wherever you feel is comfortable for you. And we're going to take some twists. So taking both hands to the side, to the center, and to the side. So staying back here, we're just working a little bit more on endurance as we go. Keeping that chest lifted and breathing. Exhaling and inhaling. Exhaling and inhaling. So keeping the top half lifted as we twist, just building that strength. We've 2 more to go. 2 and 1. Good. From there, let's just sit yourself up tall. Take a forward stretch. We're going to come into our saw exercise now and our spine twists. So these are really good for lengthening the hamstrings and getting some mobility through your trunk and your core control. So first of all, we're going to start with our twist. So nice and tall. We don't want to be down here. We want to be nice and tall. So lengthen through the top of the head. Relax the shoulders. Let's inhale. Exhale, we're going to rotate round. And then inhale, come back. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, come back. So only going as far as you feel you can go. This might be a small movement. Don't worry too much about that. And pressing the legs down into the floor to stay grounded through the lower half of the body. Keep feeling those bottom bones on the floor. Breathing out, breathing in. Take one more here. And then back to center. We're going to lengthen the arms out for our saw now. So this is a much bigger movement. So you might just need to readjust your bottom position, your pelvic position. The arms are outstretched and wide. We're going to inhale, exhale, rotate, reach down the leg, inhale, back tall. Exhale, reach, inhale, back tall. So don't worry, wherever you reach is good. We want to aim for the ankle, but it might be the shin, it might be the knee, just wherever you can reach to. Breathing out, breathing in. Two more like this. And back. And one more. We're going to add a side bend at the same time. So let's inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach down to this leg. And as we come back, we're going to reach over to side bends. And back. Breathing out. Saw. Center, side bend. Keep your bottom bones pressing into the floor. Breathing out, center, side bend, and tall. Rotate, center, side bend. We'll take two more like this. Stretching down and tall. Side bend and back. Once more, pin those bottom bones to the floor. And back, side bend. Good. Okay, from here we're going to take it into lying down on our backs. So make your own way down to lying, or if you're able to, we're just going to transition really nice and slowly down to the floor. Get yourself comfortable. You don't need anything behind your head for this first exercise. Have your knees and feet hip distance apart and just find your neutral pelvic position. So you're neither arched nor flattened into the floor. We are just level with our natural curve under the lower back here. We're going to start with some bridges. So we're going to rest the hands by our sides. Gently engage your core 30% or so. And then we're going to roll through the pelvis, peeling your spine bone by bone off the mat till we reach the top. And then we're going to gently roll back down again. So a really lovely exercise for mobilising your spine, using your core muscles through movement as we go here. So keep the top half really nice and relaxed. Exhale as we roll. Inhale to hold and exhale to roll. So really feel those stomach muscles working here as we tighten in to lift. Pause. And then draw them inwards as we lower down. We're going to take two more. Breathing out, roll through, pause, and down. And then take one more here to finish off. Keep the weight out of the neck and shoulders and lower back down. If you've got a towel or cushion nearby, you can use it for this next exercise just to make your head a little bit more comfortable. So we're going to return to that neutral position, level across your hips here, ready for scissors. So engage your core. We float one leg to tabletop and lower back down. Float the second leg and lower back down. So with scissors, you want to be extra precise where you lower that leg back to. So nothing else gets to move. We should just feel that light tension across your core as you lift and lower. The space under the small of your back does not change as we move. So it's just applying some light load to that core area, getting it used to that tension as we start to build up. Let's exhale as we lift. Inhale, lower back down. We're going to take two more of our scissors. and one more. Resting the legs down there. So we're going to come back to our bridging exercise, but this time we're going to use it as a strengthening exercise for the hips a little bit more. So remove your towel or cushion if you've got one and get yourself comfortable once again. So instead of peeling up like our bridge, we're going to do it as a hip thrust this time. So engage your core, squeeze your glutes underneath, and we're just going to push the hips and then down. Push and down. Let's exhale and inhale. So a really good exercise to activate those glute muscles and get them working a little bit harder. When you sit down a lot, especially if you're a desk worker, these muscles really quickly get weak or get lazy. So we're just encouraging their activation as we go here. Breathing out, breathing in. So we're just driving those hips and back down again. Breath out, breath in. We'll do 3, 2, and 1. We're going to try that on a single leg now, just to maximize the strength work that we get here. So we're going to float this leg off the ground. Use your hands for a little bit of support. Engage your core, and then we're going to push with that leg and back down again. Push and down. Try to keep your pelvis really steady and really level across the top here. We'll take 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Let's switch that to the other side. So starting with the pelvis level, and then push and down. Exhale and inhale. Squeeze through those hips as we go. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Okay. If you're using your towel or headpiece, you can put that back underneath here. We are going to come back to our neutral pelvis so that we're level across the top and just your natural lower back curve underneath. Bring the hands to your side. We're going to get ready to come into some harder abdominal work now. So engaging through that core, we float one leg to tabletop. Deeper engagement, bring the second leg to tabletop. From here, we're going to glue those knees together. Feel the rib cage drawing down towards the hip bones. Bring the arms into the air. We're going to glide the arms overhead and bring them back. Now, as we do this, we're keeping that rib cage connection. So you're really trying to make sure nothing moves through the trunk. Exhaling overhead, inhaling, come back. So just keeping that core gently drawn in, keeping the lower back in the same steady position as we go here. We're just going to take one more like this. Replace the hands to the floor. Part the knees to hip distance, ready for some scissors. Toe tap away, back to the start. Toe tap away, back to the start. So you're reaching away from the body. We're keeping that core connection strong, and we're making sure that lower back does not lift off the floor. Exhaling out, inhaling back. Try to keep the tension out of the top of your body because it's really common for your shoulders to want to join in. So let's keep light pressure through the upper half. We're breathing out, breathing in. 2 more like this. And 1 more. Pausing here, we're going to take it into one leg stretch now. So making sure the elbows are straight when you touch the knees. The lower back has not arched off the floor. We're going to reach the leg away, bring it back to the start. Exhaling away, inhaling back. So you want to point the leg long, draw it back in again. So just get that extension through the knee and return. Keeping all of this in good check as we go. Exhaling away, inhaling back. Minimize that pressure through the top half. Good. Almost there. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug those knees into your chest. Let the lower back round to the floor this time. Give it a gentle rock side to side here, just for some movement. We're going to release the legs one at a time and take ourselves up to sitting. So we're going to come into a seated routine. So you can sit cross-legged or you can sit up onto your knees, whatever feels more comfortable for you. I'm going to do this one, I think, in high kneeling instead here. So let's just loosen off the shoulders. We're going to keep the core gently engaged, keep the rib cage drawn down. We're going to come up into our wide chest stretch and back down through the middle. Come up through your chest stretch and back down through the middle. One more like this. On this next one, we're going to add in some combinations. So chest stretch. As you come down, let's take it to a bow arrow to the side and back. Chest stretch, bow arrow to the side and back. Chest stretch. This time we're going to add a mermaid as well. So let's do our bow arrow and then we're going to mermaid over and come back. Chest stretch. Stretch to the other side, come back and mermaid over. So really nice for loosening off that whole upper body once again. Let's rotate. Take this arm up and over for your mermaid. Last time, chest stretch, draw back and then reach up and over. Good. Okay, we're going to take it down onto our fronts now to do some work for the upper back and the back of the body so that we get strength through here. So rest your forehead on a towel or cushion if you've got one handy or just on your mat. Bring the arms out to 90-degree angles. Engage your core underneath and draw the shoulders down. We're going to do swan dive for the upper body first. So from here, we're going to float the head and the upper chest off the floor, and then we lower it back down again. The aim of this is to keep these shoulders drawn away from your ears as much as you can. So we want to avoid letting those shoulders ping back up. We want to take the exhale as we lift and the inhale as we lower. This is really great for your neck and shoulder posture. If you are sitting at a desk or a computer a lot of the time, this is really good for strengthening those muscles. Breath out as we lift, breath in. We're going to add a little bit of a combination now. So on the next one, if you're able, we're going to add the arms lifting as well and down. Breathing out, lift, breathing in. So keep that core control to support you underneath. Only lifting the arms just that few inches, not too high, and keep the shoulders away from your ears. One more. And rest. This time extend the arms out in front, but draw the shoulders into their sockets. We're going to take swimming now at level 3. So engaging the core underneath you, we're going to raise opposite arm and leg and lower. Switching sides and lower. So think about creating length from your fingertips away from your toes. Using that breath to help. Trying to avoid rocking side to side. So just keeping as steady as you can through your trunk. Feel the lift from your shoulder blades and your buttocks trying to do the movement for you. Using your breath. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. From there, take the hands underneath, curl your toes. We're just going to come all the way down into a child's pose just to reverse that extended position. Okay, give those shoulders a little bit of a roll. We're going to come up onto our hands and knees next, just to work up here. So having equal weight on both hands and both knees, lifting that chest nice and high, we're going to take swimming at level 4. So engaging through your core underneath, we're going to extend opposite arm and leg out and then draw them back again. Reaching with the other side and back. So keep your eye gaze a little bit out in front, but down to the mat. Exhaling as we lengthen. Inhaling, come back. So still get the height, get the length, and keep that core active underneath. Still working strong through the hand that's on the floor to keep us nice and stable. This one's really nice for building strength through the upper body, the core and through the legs, while creating that length as we stretch away. We're going to hold this next one. So hold it out here, return the hand to the floor, and we're going to pulse the back of this leg to the ceiling. So keep strong through your core underneath, and let's squeeze into those glutes just for some extra strength work today. So tiny pulses. Keep the chest really lifted high from the floor. Keep that breathing under control. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Stretching out the other side. Bring the hand back to the floor, and then we pulse. So point the toes long, squeeze into the glutes, and keep pulsing. Breathing in and out. Strong through that core. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Let's take a child's pose here. Nice big exhale, and then come back up once more. So we're just going to come into a few mobility exercises just to finish things off. So coming back onto your hands and knees, you want to curl the chin under, the tailbone under for our cat stretch, and then let everything go here to let it arch down again. Curling under and back out again, just mobilising from the neck all the way down to your tailbone and back again. From there, just bring yourself through to sitting. We're going to come back down into lying, and we're just going to stretch off these hips. So folding one leg over the other and grabbing behind the back of your knee. We're just going to draw that leg in towards your chest and just let the hip go, let it relax and release. We'll do the same on the opposite side and draw that leg in towards your chest and then relax here as well. And then releasing both legs out, we're going to take the knees together for our hip twist here. So you can bring your arms out nice and wide if you've got room to do so. We're just going to rotate the legs to one side, turn the head the other way, and then come back through the middle. This is always a really nice one to finish off with, just to get that mobility through the spine, relax a little bit more down on the floor. We'll take it once more to the side here and then come back. And that's us finished for our workout today. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it helps with your working at home. If you enjoyed the video, I'd love you to subscribe to the channel, share it with some friends, and if you've got any comments, leave them below and I'll get back to you soon. Thanks for watching.